Hey guys, Joe Vizio here. Just kind of wanted to check in with everybody. I finally did take that personality test. I was INFP-T, a mediator. That's what I had come out as. And after reading through it, a little bit, it's kind of, time has been few and far between for me lately. Just reading through some of it briefly. It was in the car as we were doing this. Some of it does fit me. I think it was, somewhat accurate. I'm not really one to really believe in those kinds of tests and things like that, but I know some of them do have some validation to them. Seen everybody else was doing this, so sometimes when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So yeah, that's what I came out as. One thing that really had stuck out to me with that, couple things. One, about me being somewhat introverted, not a full introvert. It may take a little kick in the ass to get me going, but once I can get into that type of a social situation, sometimes I can shine. I'm the type of person that, I do have to build up the courage, but I can do it, and then I can stand on stage and address a crowd of people with a relative calmness. I'm by no means no public speaking expert, but I can hold my own. So I thought that part fit me. And one big thing that really stuck out to me is it had said something about friend type of relationships, and how I could have many acquaintances, but very few would be able to make the cut and be a true long-term friend for me. And that's so true. That is so true for me. I've come in contact with many people. I know a lot of people, but I can only really think of maybe 3 or 4 or maybe 5 people at the most that have really stood the test of time with me. And it's not even really something that other people have done that makes me shy away from them. It is just within myself. I'm just not one to really keep contact with a lot of people unless, there is just that really deep connection. I have my friend Bill that lives here in Florida with me. He's probably about an hour drive away from me, and I've known Bill since I just got out of high school. Bill's one of my best friends in the world. I've kept contact with him, and I've met so many people over the years through Bill, but I've never really kept in contact with any of those people. One of my best friends in the world, a guy that's the closest thing to a brother to me. He is like my brother, my friend Don. He's up in Tennessee, so he's quite a good distance from me, at least an 8 to 10 hour drive from me. And all these years, God, we're probably coming up on 25 years that I've known Don and, kept contact with Don. But other than that, I really don't have that many Dons and Bills out there, and it's me. It's me that does this. So anyway, that kind of fit with me. I like to I guess I kind of liked reading that. It was I wouldn't want to say spot on, but it was pretty on. So yesterday was a pretty big doctor's appointment with my mother. I was amazed. Just the sheer size of this cancer treatment facility. I have some that are my customers. It's a different company than what this one is, and there's a lot of these places, but this one here, this company, it was like a mini hospital. It was just rooms and rooms and rooms and rooms of, I kind of just like felt myself going into like a panic attack a little bit in there. I was overwhelmed that this many people have cancer. I know, but you can know until the cows come home. But when you see it in action, it's like, wow, man. It is like the baby boomer generation and Generation X have just been absolutely poisoned with vaccines and foods that we eat and everything. And I've said stuff like this before. Nobody ever really worries about the cause of cancer. We're just looking at, let's walk for the cure, and let's give money to buy ribbons to walk and do everything for the cure. And I'm just, it's frustrating. I get frustrated to the bone, and not just for my mother's sake. Don't take my words wrong like I'm being cruel or anything, because I legitimately, I feel bad for my mother. I feel bad that, here she is. She's now just at that retirement age, and then boom, here it is, a life-threatening disease. A real life-threatening disease. And I read a lot of the conspiracy stuff, and I don't buy into all of it, but some of it just makes sense. Cancer is almost a $200 billion a year industry. Of course there is no cure for cancer. A customer cured is a customer lost. And I firmly believe that. And you can, call me a tinfoil head or a conspiracy, whatever you want. I just firmly believe that. They don't want to give you your Social Security money. As crazy as that sounds, it's just, cancer has just absolutely exploded. My mother's lived her life, and it sucks that she's up here to that retirement age, and we don't know a prognosis or anything like that. They haven't said how much time she has or what's operable or anything like that, so I'm not trying to be dramatic on that level. I think I'm just kind of tapping into my own fear. Every time I'm in one of those cancer places that I clean, and I just look at one of those chairs, and I'm just like, fuck you, not me, not me. But chances are it's almost inevitable. I have a deep-rooted fear that I'm just going to get to that point in my life, a point where I can finally just, man, I don't have to kill myself to eat. and it's just all going to get ripped away. My mother had what they call a PET scan, and they injected her with this radioactive dye, and any place in her body that has cancer, it's going to light up on this scan. It seems, nothing in the medical world is cheap. But it seems as though if people, after a certain age, could routinely have this scan, cancers could be caught at early stages and have something done about it. But this is never offered. This is never even brought up. My mother's been complaining about pains in her stomach for years. I've taken her to the hospital. I did a video about how annoying it was with my mother echoing through the house with the sound of her dry heaving. And then I had to, Mom, I'm making the executive decision. You have no choice. You're coming with me or I'm dragging you out of this house, but you're going to the hospital. This isn't right. And when we got to the hospital, and first of all, they weren't very nice to her at that particular hospital. But they told her, you might have something going on with your gallbladder. Oh, it's this, that. But nobody looked. Nobody looked. And now, 5 years later, there's a cancerous tumor in your stomach. They're just not looking. This medical industry is a sham. And we're all falling for it. We're all allowing it to take place. I mean, sometimes, and again, it's not just for my mother. Part of me, my mother's made her bed. I'm just trying to be a better person. And I'm just trying to get through this. And I've explained this before. I'm still very angry about the things that happened to me through my childhood. I'm angry at the things that happened to me through my young adulthood. I'm angry at the things that are happening now. I am angry at the fact that I'm going to be the one that has to take care of my mother with cancer now. My mother doesn't have 2 nickels to rub together. This is going to fall on my shoulders. I'm angry. And we, as a society, as citizens of the United States, have allowed all this to happen. Because we've just been complacent. We've just been watching our TVs and everything's fine because American Idol is on and nobody's ever looking behind the curtain. Nobody's looking behind the curtain at all the wars that are going on and the oil hostile takeover, the energy monopoly that's happening, the hostile takeover of the Middle East under the guise of they hate us for our freedom and they're all terrorists. And you guys know how I feel about that. I don't want to get into preaching about that. But I'm angry. I'm angry because we have all fallen for this. The same kind of narcissistic type of abuse that we have gotten from our parents, that we've gotten from spouses and boyfriends and girlfriends and all that happens right before our eyes with people that we elect into our government. And people worship these elected officials like they are really leaders. And here we are, we find ourselves in this position in a world that is absolutely run by greed. A world that a simple scan like this could actually save people's lives. And this is what leads me to the conclusion that they don't want to save your life. They don't care. I heard George Carlin one time talking about how they're getting everything from you. Now they want your Social Security money and they're going to get it. They're going to get it from you. And you know what? They are. They're getting it from you. The baby boomer generation, the Generation X, they can't afford to pay our Social Security, so it's cheaper to kill us off. Do I sound like a crazy conspiracy nut saying that? Yes, I do. Yes, I absolutely do. And that's the problem, is because when somebody would say something like this, nobody would actually take them kinds of statements with value and look into it and put a stop to shit like this from happening. I'm angry. I'm angry that I have to go through this. I'm angry that I actually have a deep-rooted panic attack inducing fear of hearing that one day I have cancer. The amounts of hair that I've swept up in these cancer places, the sickness that I see from people who are taking these chemotherapy and radiation therapy and all that stuff. I see it firsthand. I'm angry. I'm angry because I have to go through it now. I'm angry because people, not just my mother, there's so many people out there that just get to what is supposed to be that golden age. People that have legitimately worked their asses off. My friend Don in Tennessee, that I have spoken about at the beginning of this video. His parents were good parents. He had the kind of parents that nurtured him and all of his brothers and helped them succeed and didn't degrade them and trash them and destroy their self-esteem like my father did to me. He had good parents. I mean, his parents, they retired. They wanted nothing more than to just buy some land. They went to Tennessee. They bought some land. They started doing the things that they like to do, and boom! Here it is. His mother's got stage 3 cancer. This was 5 years ago. As sad as I am to say this, and I love his mother like my own mother because she was very good to me. This woman used to go grocery shopping and buy things for me to put in the refrigerator because I was always at their house when I was a kid. She don't have much time left. My friend Don is going to be lucky if he's going to have his mother another 6 months. And the chemotherapy has reduced her to doing absolutely nothing but walking from the bed and to the sofa. And laying in the bed all day or laying in the sofa all day. She has no enjoyment of life whatsoever. Just maybe to occasionally see her grandkids run through the house. This is happening to everybody. It doesn't matter the color of your skin, what country you're from, which God you choose to worship. All the things that they divide us up about and keep us at each other's throats about, and we call it, wow, you're a misogynist, you're a homophobe, you're a xenophobe. All that shit is nothing. We need each other, people. We need each other desperately. We need to be together. We need to coexist. We need each other because we are being divided and conquered. And this is one of the soft kill tactics that's being used to conquer us. I guarantee you. I'm angry. I'm very angry over this. I guess this is part of that grieving process. And I told you I was going to let you witness this grieving process that I'm going through. Now I'm at the anger part. I am at the anger part right now. So, I hope this is helpful to somebody out there. I hope that what you heard from me can fire you up, can get you to look into anything, and maybe you're going through the same thing, and this can help you bring out your anger. This can help you with something that you need. So, thank you guys. I appreciate anybody out there that's listening.